What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Knights here, and welcome back to another Mordhau video. Today I'm going to be talking about the War Axe and why it's notoriously one of the most OP weapons in the game, and hopefully I can hit on some of the thoughts that you've been having about the weapon. And just take this video with a grain of salt. Know that it's not my absolute opinions, but I'm just hopefully going to reflect some of the community's thoughts in this video. So the War Axe has some of the fastest combo speed in the game, and an easy way to fix this would just to be tone it back, make the combo speed lowered by about 25 to 50 milliseconds. This would keep the weapon in a very strong place in the game, but wouldn't make the combo extremely hard to read and hard to land parries against. Because, for example, if I'm using a Zweihander and some guy's coming at me with a War Axe and he misses a swing, right? And he's just not even starting his wind up, he's just 3/4 of the way finishing his missed swing. I can start a stab with the Zweihander and he'll actually hit me with the War Axe before I can land a stab with the Zweihander. Now this is what makes the combos so OP, and I'm pretty sure it's one of the only weapons aside from like the rapier, and I'm not even talking about the combo with the rapier, but it's one of the only weapons in the game that can kind of just like completely negate the timing in the game when it comes to taking your turn with chambering and riposting and playing that attacking defensive role. So that's one way they could change it, is just kind of nerf that combo speed a little bit. Now another thing that's a bit over my head, and that is the overall code in which sets this weapon up. Now I don't know if it's like that different than the structure of the other weapons code, but it does seem to go through parries quite often. Now I think the community refers to this as red parries, and this can be extremely frustrating. Now this is kind of over my head, and this is something that would have to be taken up with the devs to see if they have a solution for this, but it definitely seems like it's the honey badger of all weapons in the way of not caring about your parries and going straight through them. So that is another thing that needs to be addressed. And finally, the cost of the weapon is 5 points. Now this is a super easy fix. This has nothing to do with mechanics, and this is just an idea. It's not like this must happen, because if they adjust it properly, I would say they probably shouldn't do this. But if they just made it a 6-point weapon, they wouldn't have to nerf it very much. And the only negative to this would be is that it would maybe make it a little awkward having Battle Axe and War Axe in the same point category. So another thought would be they could buff Battle Axe just ever so slightly to make it have some features that make it a little bit better than the War Axe, because at the moment the only thing that's really better about it, it has like a millimeter more range, and it has a little bit faster wind up and release of the stab. So that's really the only thing that sets it apart from War Axe at the moment in those categories, but War Axe sets itself apart from Battle Axe in almost any other category. So that's another idea. I don't think they need to do this necessarily, because that could throw off the whole Battle Axe, which I don't think really needs much changing at the moment. So there could be a lot simpler fixes to this, and that may not be necessary whatsoever. But if you do look at the War Axe being a 5-pointer, this is the only reason why I mention it. It's just like so strong for being a 5-point weapon. So if they nerf it properly, then I would absolutely say, sure, yeah, it looks like a perfect 5-point weapon. But at the moment, it definitely does not reflect the point cost in how good it is. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Show the War Axe some love. Take it into frontlines, take it into duels. It's one of the best weapons in the game right now. I hope it still is after the nerf, because I'm pretty certain they are planning to nerf it. Some people may even have exact numbers as to how they're going to go about nerfing this. And I think part of what causes these things to be talked about is the competitive community, and fortunately we have a lot of intelligent, highly mechanically skilled players that are influencing the meta, and I think that's why this game is so good. We have a bunch of perfectionists that are looking for absolute order in the way of weapon balance, and they're extremely critical and putting the squeeze on the devs to fix certain weapons which a casual community would simply not even know where to begin with. So thank them for that, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know down in the comments whether you love the War Axe, what you hate about it, what you'd like to see changed. Thank you again for watching the video. and I hope to see you guys in the next one.